Well, first of all, wine, that's a strange question. Is wine okay? Well, Jesus turned 120 gallons of water into alcohol. We know that. Enos in Greek means wine. It's like looking up the word table. What do you mean, is wine okay? With great respect, wine is the symbol of joy, of course. Wine, that's fermented grape juice, of course, is wine. And that would have been used at Passover. It was used in some of the sacrifices in the Old Testament. I think it's in Deuteronomy 14 that God says, go to the feast once a year and have your wine and your strong drink. You'll have to edit that, sorry. Have your strong drink and your wine. And we're live, unfortunately. Have your strong drink and your wine and be normal, rejoice. What is this extraordinary hang-up about the use of very moderate alcohol? It shouldn't be a question. As to bread, I think you can have any bread you like. This is not simply the Passover, which is once a year. This is the Lord's Supper, a new ceremony to recall the death of Christ, the inauguration of the new covenant. It's kept as and when. Doesn't say exactly when. Every time you meet, if you want to, every month, if that's more convenient. Certainly you can use bread of any sort. I don't think it has to be unleavened bread, which would have been only used at the Passover. So, relax, take it easy. What about birthdays? Can you celebrate your birthday? Of course you can. There's nothing wrong with rejoicing over the fact that you're alive. Now, if it means that you're getting puffed up and idolatrous and you think you're some wonderful thing, that's another question. But I would say you can handle birthdays quite well. That's not a problem. There's even a verse in Jeremiah which says, cursed be the one, or cursed be the day when I was born. Well, the opposite of that would be, blessed be the day when I was born. Job's sons were almost certainly celebrating their birthdays. It really doesn't matter. I don't think this is a problem. If you want to go to a pagan festival, if you're invited and you choose to go, you can still do that. It doesn't mean that you are involved in all the paganism involved in that festival. So there's a certain margin of error which you're allowed here. Don't be hung up on minor things. So I say to my friends then, are you going to start a new denomination now, believers in one God and the Messiah, but you're going to insist that only will you fellowship with people who have renounced all keeping of birthdays and wedding anniversaries, and where does this stop? Now, personally, I think Halloween is extremely pagan as an idea. Christmas, you may choose not to observe that. It's your freedom. Wonderful. That's certainly not the birthday of Christ. But these are not the major issues. The major issues are, who is God? Well, he's the one God of Jewish monotheism.